All right, let's get right into it. We're breaking down a complete, no BS playbook for mastering your inner game when it comes to dating. And look, this is not about memorizing cheesy pickup lines. It's about fundamentally rewiring how you operate on the inside so you can actually show up with confidence out there.
First things first, we gotta call out the enemy. And the enemy is that voice in your head, right? It's these mental trapdoors, those endless negative what-if scenarios that your brain just loves to create. They're what generate that crippling anxiety, and they are the #1 reason you don't take action.
So, here's the game plan. We're going to tackle that anxiety head-on with a 4-drill toolkit. I want you to think of each one of these as a weapon, a tool designed to help you take back control and build genuine, unshakable confidence from the inside out.
Okay, let's dive into our first drill. You gotta think of this as the foundation for everything else. Seriously, before you can even begin to handle the mental game, you have to get a handle on your physical state, because anxiety, it isn't just in your head, man. It's in your body.
Just look at the difference here. When you're anxious, what happens? You start taking these rapid, shallow breaths high up in your chest. That literally messes with your blood chemistry. It depletes CO2 and makes you feel even more agitated and out of breath. But slow, deep, diaphragmatic breathing from your belly, that acts like a hard reset button for your entire nervous system. It brings you right back to a state of calm and focus.
And the drill itself? It's dead simple. First, just do a self-check right now. Put one hand on your chest, one on your navel. When you breathe in, which hand moves more? The goal is to practice getting that lower hand, the one on your stomach, to rise first. Once you get the hang of it, you can use this tool anytime, anywhere to instantly kill that stress response.
Now, yeah, this tip right here, it's a little crude, I know, but it's on here because it is a brutally effective mental cue. Why? Because when you imagine that, it forces you to engage your diaphragm, that deep muscle you need to activate for a truly calming breath. It's a shortcut to getting the feeling of it right instantly.
So, let's build on that. Once your body is calm, you can start doing the real work on your mind. And the key to this next drill is a pretty wild fact about your brain. It literally cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. To your nervous system, they're the same thing.
Check this out. There was this study with 2 groups of basketball players. Group A, they went out and physically shot 100 free throws every single day. Group B, they didn't touch a basketball. They just sat quietly and vividly visualized themselves making 100 perfect free throws.
So after the whole training period was over, they put both groups into a real high-pressure game situation. Now, who do you think actually made a higher percentage of their shots when it really counted?
It's kind of nuts, right? The visualization group performed better by just repeatedly running success scenarios in their minds. They literally wired their brains for success. The takeaway is huge. Your mind will believe whatever story you tell it. So it's time to start telling it a much better story.
So here's how you do it. First, get really clear on your specific negative trapdoors. What's the bad movie you play in your head? Then you create an equally vivid positive outcome. And I mean vivid. Don't just think it, see it. See her smile, hear her voice, feel that sense of relief and excitement. You run that mental movie over and over, every day, until your brain accepts it as a real possibility.
Okay, this next drill, this one is all about preserving your sanity. It's about letting go of that urge to be a detective, to analyze every single text, every glance, every little thing she says or does. Because frankly, it is a colossal waste of your mental energy.
The author David Data summed up this entire concept in 4 perfect words. This quote right here, this is the whole mindset.
So what does this mean? It means you have to stop taking her behavior so personally. Her mood, her actions, her level of interest, it's all just like the weather. You know, sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's stormy, and it's almost never about you. Her interest is either there or it isn't, but it is not some grand judgment on your worth as a man.
So the next time you catch yourself spiraling, asking, why did she do that? What does it mean? I want you to kill that loop with this internal question. Just ask yourself, who the hell knows and why do I care? It's a pattern interrupt. It detaches your ego from the outcome and frees you up to focus on the only thing you can actually control, your own actions.
All right, here we go. The final drill. Man, this is the big one. I call this the nuclear option because it is the single most powerful technique I know to absolutely obliterate approach anxiety. We're going to completely flip the script on the idea of rejection itself.
Think about it. Most guys approach women with the mindset of, I hope I don't get rejected.
That's like a baseball player stepping up to the plate just hoping not to strike out. It makes you timid, defensive, and anxious. The powerful approach? You step up to the plate looking for a good pitch to swing at. You are on offense, not defense.
And here's why this works so well. If your goal, your mission, is to get rejected, then you literally cannot fail, right? If she says no, you win. Mission accomplished. Suddenly, there's nothing to fear. And when you have no fear, you act more confident. You take more chances. And when you take more chances, more doors open up for you, which builds even more confidence. You see, it creates this incredible positive feedback loop. So this is the drill. It's your new mission. The next time you feel that spike of anxiety, your entire goal changes. Your new objective is to lean into that feeling and see how fast you can get a no. Now, don't be a dick about it, obviously. Just be bold, be direct, go for it. And what you'll find, paradoxically, is that you'll get a lot more yeses.
All right, let's bring this all home. We've just walked through 4 incredibly powerful drills that, when you put them together, form a complete playbook for mastering your inner game.
And here it is, the whole toolkit in one place. Number 1, control your physical state with your breath. Number 2, reprogram your mind with positive visualization. Number 3, detach your ego from the outcome with the weather mindset. And number 4, obliterate fear by making rejection the goal. These are your new fundamentals.
I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. For most of your life, you've probably been trained to see fear as a stop sign, something to run away from. But what if it isn't? What if all that fear is actually a compass, pointing you directly toward the exact thing you need to do to grow? What do you think happens when you finally stop running from it and you start following it instead?